Okay guys, I think the stream is ready to go. There is a short 60-second delay, which is probably why I wasn't saying anything then, but I am back from my vacation. Season 2 of the WEC is absolutely popping off, and I've been missing a lot of it, right? Bike Rush, thankfully, has been casting a lot. I'll update the description of the stream later on when I can, if you are watching this live, because I haven't put a lot of details in there yet. Again, I'm back from my holiday, so I'm keen to start casting. I've got the back end of the season here. Season 3 is going to be huge. We'll talk about that whenever I have a chance. But basically, this is going to be Season 2 here. And we're looking at Cyberstorm versus FateZero. I'm just making sure everything is working correctly. Hopefully we got sound. Let me just do a check. Alright, that looks good. Let me just pop that somewhere. I've tried to get everything set up the best I can in as shorter time as possible. Actually, what am I doing? I got a bloody holder over here. I'm an idiot. I've fixed the camera so the panning isn't quite as bad as what it was before. Ugh. Alright, I think we're ready to rock and roll. So this is a big game for FateZero, because FateZero has to win this game if he wants to go to finals, and even if he wins it, he has to hope that Wildcom loses to Light, which is a really big ask. So this could be the last time we see FateZero in Season 2. Cyberstorm, on the other hand, he's top 3 no matter what. He can either finish 2nd or 3rd. He's in 3rd right now. If he wins, he's going to be 2nd, and I think he's going to be going to the Pro League. All right, looks like we're ready. Cons are back. When you alt-tab the game, the cons pretty much go crazy. All right, here we are. So this is a best of 7. We're on the map Dry Heat. This is one of the starting maps. You'll find that in the WEC, some of the starting maps tend to be 2v2 maps. And it's going to be Steel Talons versus Mock. Now, as you guys see, he picked random, so I couldn't actually fix that up. So I'm going to quickly, as quick as I can, go like that. All right. And fix that as quickly as we can because it might lag. But I'm starting on the north side playing as the Mark of Kane. It's going to be Cyberstorm. You can zoom in too far on this map as well. You can tell it's a custom-made map that wasn't done very well. And on the south side, or as Bikers would say, on the bottom, it's going to be FateZero. He's playing as the Steel Talons. He did pick his faction, so Cyber knows what he's up against, but FateZero does not know what he is up against. There is a 60-second delay on the stream, so FateZero right now probably just going to close the stream when he realizes that. I did put it in the chat, so he should know. So no cheating. 60 seconds is a long time in Kane's Wrath. It is an eternity in Kane's Wrath. So what do we have on this map? I believe this is a modification of an EA map. I'm not entirely sure. It looks very familiar to one. Spike in the bottom, sorry, not bottom left, the left side. Gonna see some fighting here. I hope the game sounds and all the volume is all good. If it is, if there's any issues, just let me know. Let's just go ahead and set up the chat so I can see the chat. There we go. Pitbull cough of GC getting old. Oh, stream. Okay, now get out the way. YouTube, I don't want to see that. Yeah, Dune Tiger's already here. Jesus Christ. 2.0. But anyway, let's keep an eye on this game here right now. Nothing much happening. It's just going to be an ego opening. So we have the spike on the left, and there's a spike right there as well. FateZero, I'm assuming, has secured his. You have blue tip fields here and located here. They don't start off growing, so there's no point going there just yet. Looks like Cyberstorm is going to make his way to the left-hand side of the screen, and I'm assuming FateZero is going to follow suit very shortly. He wants to get that second power plant down. He is Steel Talons, so or GDI, so they generally want to get that power plant down if they have to move a little bit further. Nod doesn't care that much about it because their power plants are really cheap. They can do them pretty quickly. Game seems to be running fine. It's America versus Pakistan here, so we'll have to see how that plays out. FateZero is going to move straight to the center, going to go straight down that hill, whereas Cyber's going to the left-hand. Oh, he's actually redeployed. He had to put his power plants down, sorry. I believe some players move to the cliff, and then they put ref down here and crawl there. It's safer, and you get blue tib. Whereas here you have to long range mine the blue tip because you basically have to get it right. You can't just leave that blue tip there if the other guy's getting his blue tip. It's way too much. Way too much there. Didn't get the map name. It's Dry Heat. It is Dry Heat. I'll do my best to keep an eye on the chat, but again, it's only on my phone basically because I could rock a second monitor. I've actually got a second monitor, but I just don't bother to hook it up. Looks like Cyberstorm is going to attack with these bikes here. This is really just a poking attack. It's going to be pitbulls for bikes. Loses a bike for a pitbull. Probably going to, I guess he's just going to lose all these bikes. He's just running them in. I don't know about this. It's really difficult to... He's actually got a second Wharf actually there, but he's not building anything. FateZero maybe a little bit panicked here. I'm assuming he's meant to be building something. He's realized now. He might need a Titan. If he had just a single Titan, this would be a lot easier. He's going to put down that turret there to help him out. Turrets are so... the turrets used to be a lot better versus Bike Buggy. They're not that great now, but you still build them anyway, because why not? He's going to get a Harvester. He is expending a lot for it, but again, he did kill quite a few pitbulls as well, so it's just a little bit of a poke attack. Nothing too serious. A Titan is out now in the center of the field. Cyberstorm doesn't want to retreat back through there, but he's going to anyway. He's going to try to take out the Titan really quickly. If you can one-shot or two-shot the Titan, it's usually worth it. He's got it down now, so that's going to be good for him. I think a second one, no, not a second one is coming out. So FateZero, I think he's working on a refinery. He's going to have to be careful. That refinery is going to be pretty useless if he can't actually defend this location. He's going to need a second Titan. Looks like he's working on one now. Cyberstorm, meanwhile, is at the blue. He's not started harvesting it. He had to put the ref down. He put it quite far from the war factory, though. It's going to be difficult to defend over there. He's got it powered down, which means the harvester will not come out. No, he didn't send it down there yet, I believe. Yeah, I guess he's worried that Cyber would come back and attack him. Is he just one? No, he was 2 war factory there. That's why he had quite a lot of units. So FateZero gonna want to put up some more Titans. He's got 1 Titan here. Titans are a fantastic unit to defend with because they can shoot over the top of structures. They have more health than a Predator tank, so they're very difficult to take down. The one thing that works against them is they're usually not in particularly high numbers. They're in small numbers, and they're a bit more expensive than Predators. Another Titan coming out now. Doesn't quite get the one shot off. He's going to run behind the War Factory. I like this. He does stop, unfortunately. He's going to get behind just... Oh my god, he does get the Titan, but oh, he lost quite a bit for that one Titan. That was better from FateZero. And I think FateZero could have actually saved that Titan. He could have moved it a bit further. There's no need to stop the Titan here, because the Titan can shoot over the building. You might as well move it all the way around. Maybe he couldn't get through this gap. Not too sure. Ralph from the squad going to get chewed up over there. FateZero not touching the blue cheddar. Cyberstorm. No blue cheddar yet. Oh, he's just going for... Unless this harvester had it. Yeah, I see some blue hue there, so maybe that's a blue tip harvester. Oh, sorry, there is an attack going on here as well. Going to be taking out some more of these bikes. 2 Titans fall. A 3rd Titan's probably going to fall. People's on the flank there. It's probably going to be enough to save him. That Titan's still alive, still firing. Every shot from the Titans does a lot of damage because you can 2-shot a bike, and he does get that 3rd Titan, but I mean, the attack has pretty much been stunted. He might get another Titan, but again, he's starting to take quite a lot of losses. The bike buggy not able to reach any type of... Or it's not able to build up. I shouldn't say critical mass. We're miles away from critical mass, but I think FateZero needs to be a bit careful not sending these Titans too far away. I guess he's got more Titans coming. You don't want the Titans to be overrun. Cyberstorm getting that blue tib. FateZero, full field of blue Tiberium. He's actually sold off a ref at home. He's already transitioned harvesters, so... But this is the thing, I mean, yeah, he's defending the middle field, and there's a lot of tib here. And is he going to push his MCV forward? This is pretty ballsy right now. I mean, it's just Bike Buggy, so yeah, maybe it can work. He's going to need a few more Titans, I think. Otherwise, he might get overrun. He's going to go back here. If he can get the MCV across the tip field, that's going to be pretty huge. Decoy army, he's going to get it across. Cyberstorm is going to shoot at the Titans, not at the MCV, which is probably a good idea. He probably couldn't get the MCV anyway. He just left it a little bit too late. The decoys are helping out immensely. He wants to get behind the MCV to shield his Titans, and he's doing a pretty good job. Titans aren't perfect. He's going to go around and just bypass them, but at the end of the day, he does have to fight these Titans at some point. He's going to sporadically shoot at harvesters. Oh my god, he's not going to get a single harvester. And you know what? There's still enough Titans here to actually defend this out. Cyberstorm, despite the blue Tiberium, despite the fact that FateZero doesn't have any blue Tiberium, yeah, he's doing great. Didn't lose a single harvester. Lost a couple of times, but that's fine. He's going to see the blue tib field. He's going to like, oh my god, I'm fighting FateZero. He hasn't even touched his blue tib, so normally that's really bad for FateZero, but the fact that he hasn't been killed and he's got a strong economy in the middle is actually quite good. Cyberstorm does not have a tech center. He's got no tier 3. He's going to come around to the main, but the Titans have very easy access to get back to the main, and I really don't see him getting anything here. yeah, he's not even going to be able to try. There's like 4 or 5 Titans there, so that's not going to happen. Meanwhile, there are Titans on this side. Wolverine is there. No tier 3 from FateZero either, so this is just a tier 2 game from both players. Cyberstorm still no tech center. He's working on a structure here. We'll have to see if that's a tech center. It's going to need to be, because otherwise, if he doesn't have tier 3 and he's getting base pushed, I don't know how he's going to hold this. Yeah, it is a tier 3. He does have the EMP, the endless EMP train of Mock, but we haven't really seen that really come about in this particular game just yet. FateZero needs to do something about this. He needs to, even if he long range harvests that area, he's got a third ref on the other side of the field. This is really ballsy. There's a lot of Titans here, and are they going to get that harvester? Oh my god, that harvester just gets backwards crushed. Yeah, because crushing is really weird in the game. Cyber is going to try to flank this out, but I mean, there's still scattered units here, enough to probably defend. He's going to find an avatar, he's going to find a Titan, but he can probably just overrun that. He's going to try to fight this Titan. There's a Wolverine responding. There are more Titans here, by the way, so I just don't think he's going to get anything. He kills the Obelisk, he's going to get the avatar, oh my god, and he's going to get one harvester. He gets one harvester, goes back to the main, probably can get a second one if he works on it, but it just doesn't matter right now because this whole base is being overrun. That War Factory is down. Nice EMP, not going to do too much. There's a second War Factory, so he is okay. He can afford to lose this, but it's still not nice, right? He's going to get a harvester here, which is the best he can hope for. Actually blowing his own units up there, getting caught in the crossfire. Will take that one out. Meanwhile, these Titans are fighting the avatars, and there's actually so many Titans here, they can kill the avatars before the avatars can really do too much about it. And the thing is, avatars can't shoot over buildings, right? Even though they stand quite tall, which is unusual. Which means they can't really use the War Factory as cover. And FateZero realizes he can just overrun the avatars. Avatars are stronger, but their rate of fire is very slow, right? And so he can just kill them one at a time. Here comes the Enlighten, though. Oh, he doesn't have any anti-infantry here. There was a Hammerhead, I believe, a single one. Oh, huge EMP. This is what he needs. He needs the EMP gravy train to come on right now. He needs to start taking out these Titans. He's getting a few of them. Fantastic. That's better. Hammerhead needs to focus on the Enlighten. There is a stealth tower. He does scan. I mean, they're revealed when they're shooting anyway. Actually, no AA, but the chain EMP is enough. And now there's 4 avatars here. It's not going to work out for FateZero. He's going to have to fall back. Cyberstorm does survive. He's going to lose, unfortunately, the last of those units. Is he going to re-stealth? Yeah. Oh, no, you can still see him. I think he did scan there, sorry. He did use a scan, so the scan was probably still there. We got railguns on the way. It's just Titans, though. Oh, Mammoth Tank's coming out now. He's going to need those versus the avatars, although if he fights across buildings, that's still going to work for him against avatars, as long as, you know, the Not Army doesn't get out of control. We're up to 5 avatars. Stealth Tank's coming out now. No upgrade. Well, an upgrade is on the way now, but it's only just started. So we'll have to see what happens there. Titans are moving to the left flank. He's going for more railgun mammoths, but I mean, there's so much economy here from FateZero. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's only got 5 harvesters, actually. He could be taking more advantage of this. He only has 5 harvesters in total. No, sorry, he's got 7. And he's getting blue tip, and this is the cheddar. This is huge for FateZero. He let that field grow, which means, you know, once it's fully grown, it stops growing, which means it's lost income. But he's going to be depositing that cheddar very shortly, and that's going to be converted into railgun mammoth tanks. And you know what else he needs, which if he doesn't get, I'm going to scream, because he needs adaptive armor, especially against Mock, especially if he's going mammoth tanks. He's going to need adaptive armor. He's actually got 5 mammoth tanks out already. All these stealth tanks are coming around. They're going to be able to sneak in. Those Titans will back off. Cyber expands to a 3rd base. Oh, there's a pitbull. I'm not sure if he knew about it or he just suspected that was going to happen. There is a mammoth tank here, though, and I don't think he's going to get a harvester because this mammoth tank can essentially one-shot every... Oh, my God. He one-shots that stealth tank here. Other one's going to get away. Battle markers. Oh, my God. He's just going in. He's just moving in. The avatars are not in position, and he's going to destroy the whole base. And this is critical. His tier 2 is here. His tier 1.5 is here. And his tier 3 is here. He's going to lose all of his tech unless his avatars can come back and move into position. But the thing is, the avatars cannot shoot and move, whereas these guys can. But he's going to engage them. Is he going to use the RGA? Dude, he should use the RGA. Oh my God, he's got no adaptive armor. He uses the RGA. It only hits 1 tank. The other tank is destroyed. He's going to get 2 avatars. He gets the stealth tank. He's got no more EMP. I think he's trying to sell off. There's 1 mammoth tank back here that's just destroying all these buildings. He does get another EMP. He does have adaptive armor, doesn't he? He does have it, but unfortunately couldn't apply it in time. Only 2 avatars fell. He's going to lose the tier 3, though. He's going to lose at these Titans. I can still see these Titans here on the map. And he's just relegated the fact that he's going to lose that. I think actually, with the building block, the avatars might have been able to come and save that. But I don't think he's going to be able to save it. And this is huge. He's going to repair it. It's still up for grabs, but he's just not sending these avatars back right. Orca's destroying the husk, making sure they are not capturable. This is a fully health Mammoth tank as well. He just ranked up. And he's going to repair it again. Okay, he might want to reverse move that out because it is a veteran unit and you're probably going to want to keep that alive. But Cyberstorm, look and die. He holds his tier 3 still, but his economy is pretty shot. One ref over here. He's going to try to back off. Doesn't use the adaptive armor. Hammerhead comes in. Oh my god, he's going to lose this elite Mammoth tank. Sorry, not elite Mammoth tank, veteran Mammoth tank. That's really unfortunate. He's going to try to focus it down. I don't think the repair tool can actually hold it against this Hammerhead. That's costing Cyber money, though. Meanwhile, FateZero is still getting more blue cheddar. He still has more Mammoth tanks backed up. He put another ref down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He still doesn't have that many. Some of these harvesters have not moved properly to the other field as well. So that's stalling him out unnecessarily. Is he actually going to get this? Cyber can't build a tier... He doesn't have a tier 2. He can't actually build a AA turret. And this Hammerhead is going to get the tier 3. It took a long time, but he has no AA. He has no tier 2. That's critical. That is critical. That avatar's really bad. I think it's not looking good for Cyber. Now, he does have a double ref. He does have a lot of harvesters. He's got 6, 7 harvesters, so... You know, he can make something of this. What's going on? It's a dual beam avatar. Oh, FateZero's forgotten about these Titans, and this dual beam avatar has a veterancy on it, right? Extra damage. Needs to pull those back. Yeah, he's going to move them now. A little bit late, though. FateZero really can capitalize right now. He's got quite a few harvesters. Some of them still not fully harvesting, but is he getting that blue tip? He is getting the blue tip. Oh my god, I did not see this. He's got a third base, so his economy is cranking right now. He's got quite a number of Mammoth. Oh my god, he's got 7 Mammoth tanks here, and he's got adaptive armor, and there's one Hammerhead. And he's trying to pull that Hammerhead back. There's like one bike. There's actually no EMP anyway. Cyber sees it. He puts the adaptive armor on. He puts the railgun accelerator on. What are you going to do about that? Nothing. You're dead. Cyberstorm's defeated. FateZero puts one in the win column there, and that's really important for FateZero to get a good start in this game. I'm quite surprised. FateZero is one of those players you're never sure how he's going to perform. $25,000 more. No, almost $30,000, so about $28,000 more. You can see there, despite the lack of blue tip, he did it anyway. Did it cost effectively. I'm going to save the replays just in case those guys don't. Cyber versus Fate. Unfortunately, the auto-save replay option doesn't work. Is FateZero a Smurf? No. And that's going to be game 1. Let's go ahead and update that scoreboard. So FateZero is on the board. And again, even if FateZero wins this series, which he needs to, and it would be better if he won it cleanly instead of, you know, with dropped games, because he needs the points, right? He can technically qualify with a win, no matter what the win is, but if he wins like 4-2 or 4-3, it's only going to be 1 point ahead of Railcom. Railcom has to play light. You know, it's not going to look good. That reminds me, I've got a drink in front of me. But don't worry guys, I will be doing VODs at 60 FPS. Obviously I can't live stream the game in 60 FPS because I build the frame in, you know, but... He's actually going to pick his... I'm just going to do a sound test. Yeah, sound test looks good. If you guys have any problem with the game volumes, like I've done pretty thorough testing to make sure the music volume, the game volume, and my microphone volume is good. Alright, so Cyber is actually going to pick his faction this time, and he wants to go Vanilla Nod. Oh, by the way, Season 3 apparently is just going to be vanilla factions only. That's going to be huge. I think they're just... Master Chief's just had so much problems with the map balance. He's got pretty crazy, unfortunately, but we'll keep that on the down low for now. Okay. But yeah, I'm probably going to be doing a bit more what Bike Rush does, where I just either live stream or maybe just live stream replays. Again, you can't see them in 60 FPS, but that does take a lot of time. If I do a series and it's like an hour long, and I want to upscale that to 60 FPS and build the frames in so it looks nice and smooth, that's like a 10 to 12 hour render, yeah, for one series. So it's fine, but obviously I can't do much else with my PC when that happens. So I will be bringing some of that, but there'll be bits and pieces of this as well. Starting on the south side, playing... Oh, geez. Looks like we lost the server. Starting on the south side, playing as the vanilla nod, it is going to be Cyberstorm. What did he just write there? Sad face. And starting on the north side, playing as the... Oh my god, FateZero changed his faction, and I didn't check either. He's Mock. Power plant placement. Same. Ha! That's a terrible placement. Alright, so he's Mock. I hope Cyberstorm noticed that. Save that. Looking good. They're probably not enjoying that alt tab. I might have to tell them about that if they're experiencing a bit of glitchiness when I do that. The patch doesn't seem to be as good as it used to be. At that, before you could alt tab and it was fine, but now sometimes when you alt tab, it goes jung jung like, and they feel a slight stutter, only for like a second or two usually. But yeah, we have not vanilla for Cyberstorm, Marked of Kane for FateZero. FateZero off to a fly, and you know what? He looks stronger. Cyberstorm was quite aggressive in that first game, but you know what? FateZero did hold it off just clean enough to get an edge into the later game, and also pushing his MCV across that field was really ballsy, but it did pay off in the end. He got adaptive armor, which I did like, and he was able just to power through. Cyberstorm just lacking options. Cyberstorm, I mean, he just didn't have a well-rounded army at all. It's just bite buggy into avatars with a couple of stealth tanks thrown in. Like, it wasn't enough to counter what the Steel Talons player was throwing at him. And yeah, those railgun, those fully upgraded railgun mammoth tanks with the RGA, and plus catching him out of position, getting all his tech, that was bad. If he managed to save all his tech, it might have been a different story, but losing it all, it's just a clean reset that Fate doesn't have to worry about. Fate did well with his economy, expanding to the top right. Again, let's stop talking about that game, and GZ got banned. GG. For those of you that don't know, like that, the war is over. All right, it ended about, I don't know, 6 months. No, it ended last year. It's actually been a while, yeah. So it's all done. It's done and dusted. It was generally, probably shouldn't say anything because I'll get angry, but it's generally a mutual disengagement of both sides. They almost fought to annihilation, but yeah. We're going to leave it at that, and we're going to cast this game because we're here to play Kane's Wrath and cast Kane's Wrath. Not much happening in this game though. Second War Factory is out for FateZero. Second War Factory is out for Cyberstorm, so it's going to be dual War Factory. Very common nod strategy that you see in this type of gameplay where it's just like, I'm going to go into a second War Factory straight away. They can definitely do that. How many people we got watching? Live, 25? I'm not sure how often that refreshes. It's probably not a good timing for the Americans because it's probably getting late. And it's probably not very good for the Europeans as well. But nonetheless, you can watch this back. It will be saved on my stream. Cyberstorm just meandering around here, trying to find an opening. They are going to engage here. It's going to be messy. Oh my god. Look at that. Fire Buggy is always messy. Both sides doing a pretty good job of taking out each other's bikes though, but I think Cyber has slightly more, so it might be a numbers game. I mean, he only had a couple of extra bikes, and it's going to result in him coming out on top because he was able to micro. Look at that ref placement. Oh my god. FateZero may be panicking, maybe trying to rush that down because he's too busy trying to micro. Cyberstorm is not going to leave this alone. He's got one bike left though. He's got no reinforcements coming across the map. And I think FateZero, yeah, he's just going to start working on these remaining Raider buggies here. There's a few units coming across, but I don't think it's going to be enough, right? He's going to start hemorrhaging some buggies. Ooh, that bike's probably going to be destroyed. We'll get away. Buggies shooting at buggies is pretty pointless. They just do nothing to each other. Yeah, blue tib. No one's got that blue tib yet either. So yeah, this is Red Zone Odyssey. So it's basically Tournament Odyssey as a red zone. It is a bit smaller though. I'm pretty sure it's smaller actually. I'm not entirely sure. It seems like it's smaller. Maybe it's not. It might not be. It's hard to tell sometimes depending on where they put the terrain. FateZero gets the second ref right. Cyberstorm pretty much on par. He's only got 2 harvesters, so hasn't built the extra harvester or 2. Yeah, what's FateZero got? FateZero's the same. Oh no, FateZero's got an extra harvester there. So he only got 3 harvesters on the main? Oh my god. He transitioned one. Yeah, the harvester, both these guys you can see, they're so desperate to get out more bite buggy that they are sacrificing harvesters. Tries to pull that harvester back there. That's nice preemptive movement from Cyberstorm. But unfortunately, he didn't click on the tib properly. He's realized now, thankfully, that was only about a second or two. That could have been a disaster if he left that there forever. You always want to make sure your harvesters go back to refining. You never want to just micro one and just forget about it. That's a disaster. There is a hit squad here, but they're going to find FateZero's main force, and that's going to result in the destruction of probably most of these bikes. One might get away. Cyber has to respond. I think he has pumped out a few more harvesters. Yeah, 25 viewers. That's pretty good for Kane's Wrath. I'd be happy with 50. I remember saying that in the extended series. I was like, oh, I'd be happy to get 50. And then we got like 250 a stream. And I'm like, oh, geez, okay. So it's quite good. Bike Rush was on the front page of Twitch, and he got over 3,000 at one point. And he played that absolute bang in the series versus Shy. It was like a best of 9. And every game was just this peak display. Like, there was not a single bad game. And it was just this nuts series. I remember because I worked the night shift, and so I just have the stream running all night. And I'm just sitting there, like, watch this 12-hour stream, and I'm like, holy crap, just banging out these games. And it did massive wonders for Kane's Wrath as well, being on the front page of Twitch. But let's concentrate again on this game. There's a lot of bike buggy here. Some of this has got to be decoy, right? Maybe not. Cyberstorm's really far out of position. Oh my god. FateZero, does he realize there's no army here? I think he's worried that Cyber is somewhere else, but he really could have just gone in there. I mean, he's wide open, by the way. This is weird. Cyber is in a really awkward spot. Did he spot him? No, I think that's a Viceroy. I don't think he knows he's there. There's some scattered tanks here that can respond, but look at this. He's wondering where Cyber's army is right now. He's going to get that harvester, and he's going to back off. Just a single harvester. FateZero really thought he could have done more damage on the right-hand side. He's going to come in here, Cyberstorm. He's going to find these exposed harvesters. The tanks are going to respond. No, he moved the tanks away. Oh, he's going to pull the harvesters back. He's pulled some of them back, but he didn't pull them back far enough. Oh, those harvesters are overlapping. Cyberstorm is doing pretty massive damage here. At least 3, I think, 4 harvesters there. Oh, this is actually a bad exit, though. The tanks are now starting to pay dividends. They're going to get most of the bike buggy on the way out, so Cyberstorm may be slightly overstaying his welcome there, but he has done some pretty good economic damage. There's only 2 harvesters, so 3 harvesters remaining over here. A lot of tanks coming through the middle. He does have Dozer Blades. Cyber's got Dozer Blades as well. Where was the bike buggy force? So the bike buggy force is over here. It did clean up the bike buggy. So FateZero has economy hit somewhat, not critical, not a knockout hit, but it definitely hurts. He's got a idle harvester here as well. That's unfortunate. Pulled that back. Doesn't seem to realize he should transition these 2 harvesters. He might be fine. I feel like FateZero does need to strike Cyber and do a little bit of extra damage, although Cyber doesn't seem to have that much economy. Look at this. He's got a big tank army, and he's got his bike buggy splitter. I like this. I like the fact that the bike buggy is separate to the tanks, because it allows him to strike somewhere else. Meanwhile, the tanks are going to come in here. They're going to get these tanks easy. Cyber's going to have to turn around. Is he going to attack the MCV? He could start attacking the MCV. He might be able to focus it down, but he's too busy trying to take out these tanks. He might be able to get a war factory. He's attacking the MCV. Fence is on there now. It's going to be a question whether or not he can save that. He's going to pull the tanks away, which means that Cyber has to drive further away. He's going to lose this base if he tries to go and defend it. But at the same time, he has to go save the MCV. It's down to about 60% health. The fence is still holding for now. It buys him a little bit of time. But look at this, FateZero just destroying the space. He needs to get that ref, because that ref's kind of important. It gives build radius. He's going to try to focus this down. He's got a laser turret. Where are the tanks for Cyber? They go back again. Oh my god. Why did he change his mind too many times, and he loses the ref. He's lost build radius. He might be able to save the war factory, but he's going to lose the MCV. That is devastating right now. That is devastating. He's got tier 3, probably working on lasers. He's got no power. Oh my god. I mean, FateZero is mock, so he won't get lasers, but I mean, he just did so much damage to Cyberstorm there. Cyberstorm still has a working economy, but the biggest problem for him right now, there's no MCV, which means once this cheddar's gone, it's long-range mining unless he pumps out another MCV. Still producing tanks. What's happening down here? There is something producing from down here. Let's have a quick look at it. Yeah, he's going for an MCV. He knows he needs one. He's not going to win the game off the back of this. The FateZero's army is too large. Yeah, it's too large. Plus, he's got a 3rd base. He's got double ref, but only 2 harvesters. Not fully capitalizing. No one's touched that blue cheddar. Oh, actually, sorry. FateZero does have a harvester there now. Cyber also going. He's got the tower that's really going to help out against Scorpion tanks. Lasers is done. Oh, FateZero might want to back it up a little bit here. Lasers is done. He's going to engage. Yeah, I would back it up. He finds the harvester, though, because the bikes will reveal it. Hit 100 viewers at the right time. Yeah, probably at the right time. He's going to engage. Really? Okay, FateZero thinks he can take it. He thinks he can take... He's got the numbers, but the thing is, he's against lasers, and lasers does make up the number difference significantly, especially if Cyber plays maneuver warfare here, because if he moves and shoots, he's in a lot better position. He's going to start taking out the tanks there. Yeah, FateZero's tanks starting to be destroyed at a more rapid rate, but still, he's reinforcing because he does have an economy behind it. Not as cost effective as Cyber. Cyber's doing a good job of shooting and reverse moving because that's actually better for him because he's got a lower rate of fire but a higher damage. And yeah, he's actually going to hold the line here. That's nice. Cyber does get an MCV out. No ref, nothing even in production here. Oh, sorry, I did miss this. What happened over here? There's militants. I thought that was an attack then. No, it's just militant squads from dead structures, and this attack is going to keep going. Nice concave here from FateZero. He's got a nice concave. Cyber is sort of stuck getting shot at a wide formation. The tanks back here are not doing anything. It's all about formations here, and the formation is not good. Cyberstorm's going to have to back it up now. He's formation moving in reverse, which is nice. I like that, but I think he needs to chill. Some of these tanks are pretty badly damaged, and FateZero's just got more numbers. He's got numbers. He can afford to lose some tanks. Cyber's going to be struggling to replace these tanks right now because he's going to be wanting to build a refinery or refineries on the third. Fate's just going to pull back just for now. He doesn't have to rush into it. He's got an elite tank there. I'm not sure if he can keep fighting the lasers forever, though. Eventually, if he gets a ref down, I mean, I don't think he knows if there's anything here just yet. Battle marks over there. Blackhand burning down both spikes. That's nice. That's going to hurt in the long run. Not in the short run. He does get around. He's going to find this war factory. Stops that unit from being produced. The tanks are going to get severed. They're going to get stuck behind enemy lines, but they can fight their way out. I mean, a lot of these tanks from Cyber are pretty red. Look at that. A lot of those tanks will pop, and these guys will be able to get away. He's going to move across Tib Field. This needs to be a refinery, otherwise Cyber is completely dead. It is a refinery, so not entirely dead. He's not looking too good. He's going to get both the enemy spikes. FateZero not choosing to destroy the enemy spikes. He's got a Redeemer. Oh, that's going to be nasty. Still, look at this. He's been at this base for like 5 minutes, and he's still only got 2 harvesters there. And he's finally transitioning harvesters across here. He's taken way too long. He has got most of the blue tib, which has probably been fueling him quite well, so that's good. Going to re-engage over here now, but again, he's got the numbers. Cyberstorm, though, still rocking a pretty deadly force here. More reinforcement. Oh my god, look at these reinforcements coming in. Another dozen tanks coming in from the flank. Cyber sees them. He immediately pulls back, so he's doing his best to hold the line here. He's fighting a retreat, but oh, can he do it? He's going to fully engage here. There's so many tanks here from FateZero. And you know what? I think FateZero, you know, the upgrades are great for Cyber, but it's going to be a numbers game. FateZero's got double the tanks now. That's way too much. Lasers can help, but they can't help you that much. He's fighting back to the war factory, trying to do the best he can. He's going to lose this base, and yes, he got a second ref down, but it's not going to matter. His production is going to be overrun. This war factory was just placed. It's going to die. The Redeemer is here as well, and Cyberstorm is going to go down 0-2 in this series. So FateZero doing what he can to claw onto that finals hope. GG comes down, and FateZero will take game number 2. And like I said earlier, for those of you just joining, FateZero must win this series, and a clean victory will be the best for him. Any victory will put him into 4th position, but his biggest problem is Wildcom versus Light. If Wildcom wins that series, it is all over for FateZero, no matter what happens here. So everything could be in vain, but FateZero has to hold on to hope. Again, there's literally 2 matches left in this league, so all the leagues I think are down to their last 1 or 2 games, and then it's finals, and then we're going into season 3. But yeah, FateZero, look at that at the end there, getting the blue tib. I mean, yeah, Cyber had the upgrades, but the it became a numbers game. Like Kane's Wrath can be a numbers game, especially if you're just spamming tanks at each other, the same unit. Obviously, the lasers will win if you have even numbers, but he didn't have even numbers. He was always down like 20-25% tanks, and at the end there, that last attack where he had half the tanks, it's not going to work, right? Yeah, I think a lot of people, proper Kane's Wrath commentator, I think a lot of people are a bit on the edge about Bike Rush because he does rage out a lot. I mean, you've got to remember, Bike Rush is basically one of the best players, if not the best player of all time, and it does frustrate him to see some players caking games, whereas I'll be more you know, more informative. It's just like, okay, he's doing a bad job of this, but I won't like rage out or anything. I'll point it out, okay, he's not handling that too well, but I'm not going to rage out about it. Looks like Cyber wants to go to tournament decision. Oh, is that Travra? Is he going to play Travra? We'll wait to see if Cyber changes his faction. Oh, he's going to change the map. There is a map pool. It's quite large. I like the fact for Season 3, Bike Rush has a graphic where he's got all, like, visually all the maps you can choose. It's way better because you can just have this graphic up and people can just have the graphic and you can just see, oh, yeah, I want to play that one. You know. Oh, Trav Mirror. This is going to be interesting. Are they going to stick with the Trav Mirror? I'll just wait for him to X. He's going to X, so it's going to be a Traveler Mirror. Let's go change the scoreboard. Travra! Got to reconnect everybody. He's always down for a Trav Mirror. Rig Rush Bar. Yeah, oh, that was just one rando replay I wanted to watch back. Because it was when I was first getting back into it, and I decided just out of nowhere to do Master League's Rig Rush. And even without any practice or anything, it was just insanely powerful. And I'm like, this is just ridiculous. It just shows how bad Master Leaf is at patching. He needs to roll everything back to R19, in my opinion. But yeah, vanilla factions only next season, so that'll be interesting. I think it'll be way more balanced next season. I like the fact that the leagues are now in such a way that all the players' skill levels are starting to fall into where they belong. So you're not having, like, I think next season you're not going to see too many people get crushed or too many people dominate. All the leagues are starting to balance out a lot better. And there's actually going to be 4 leagues. I mean, there were kind of 4 leagues anyway, because Challenger League had two groups, but Bike Rushers decided, no, we're just going to do 4 levels of league. Makes sense. 10 to 12 players per league. More controllable. 30-day seasons. It's working, and he's getting tons of donations. But let's concentrate on this series. Starting on the east side, playing as the Travra 59, it is Cybercloud. And starting on the west side, playing as Travra, it is going to be FateZero, not Green Zero, FateZero. Tournament Highlands, one of the peak of the Technique days. I wouldn't say his best map. I still like Tiki Turmoil, but this map here is probably become his most popular outside of Odyssey. I'm not a big Odyssey fan. I thought that was a bland map. Yeah, even though I know it gets played to death. But this one is much better. It is basically Tournament Badlands though, and I did like Badlands. And unfortunately, because this map is so popular, people don't play Badlands as much anymore. Which is really unfortunate because, again, it was a really good game, a really good map. You see it crop up every now and then. The older players know what I'm talking about. It's a really good map. It's basically the same layout, but smaller. And a few different spike locations. But we got Fast League Descents coming out. How many squads did he build? Oh my god, he's grouped them up. Oh, Cyber's going to see that. Oh, he's going to know about that so far in advance. Fast League's not done yet. It's changed plasma disc launches. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Master League doesn't know what he's doing. He's like, oh, it's so OP, let's just change the upgrade time. Oh my god, he's got another squad? Oh man, Cyber knows. He's got so much time. I mean, Fast Leagues has got to be finishing up. He doesn't have enough for the upgrade because he built too many disintegrators. Oh my god, it's going to finish now. He's going to sell that immediately, I think. Yeah, there we go. He doesn't have enough for a refinery. Well, he does now. He needs to put that down because, oh my god. Oh wow. That was not good. He's rushed that so hard. He's going to get the spike. Cyber has 1 buzzer hive. Does he not really know how to respond to this? I mean, I guess he's concerned. I mean, FateZero essentially has some base lock, but I think he's just going to camp and eco up. Instead of 2 Challenger, because some people in Challenger... Yeah, some people are getting crushed. I think 4 leagues is better, like... Or tiers of leagues. You can't have 2 groups of Challenger, because again, yeah, there's some people need to be demoted. Just make another league. Contesters League is coming, so you're going to have Rising League at the bottom, then Contesters League, then Challenger League, then Pro League. But yeah, the prizes are going up, and the series are hotting up, and everyone's keen. But let's concentrate on this map here. Cyberstorm, triple buzzer hive defense, and he's going to go for the expand. He lost both his spikes. You would have thought maybe FateZero would just try to take the spikes, right? Because he does have fast like assimilators. If he had 4 spikes right now, he would be cheering, but he only has 2 spikes, and he doesn't have a war factory. So against Cyberstorm, oh, he overruns that buzzer hive. He overruns it, and he can't build another one. Oh my god, he can't put the drone ship down. Oh my god, he's got to build these gunwalkers, and FateZero is just going to overrun the gunwalkers. There's not enough gunwalkers there. He's going to get that one. He could even get that one. He should have gone for that one. I guess he was worried about the buzzer hive there. Decisions, right? Oh my god, some of these disintegrators, he doesn't pull them back far enough, and he loses a few more, yeah. He will get the drone ship down now, but not before he starts attacking this power plant. This buzzer hive is not in range. He's going to get a power plant. Anything that slows him down gets the buzzer. You also always got to make sure you kill the buzzer that comes out. Oh my god, he's going to get another one. The buzzer hive is going the long way around. Meanwhile, he's going to come over here. He takes out yet another gunwalker. He gets another power plant. This is just really annoying. My nose is itchy, sorry. Really annoying from FateZero. He's doing what he needs to do to slow Cyber down, because technically, Cyber's only got 3 harvesters, and FateZero, he's only got 2 harvesters. He's really struggling. Okay. If he had a 3rd harvester, I'd be happy for him, but he doesn't. Oh, sorry, there is 5 harvesters here from Cyberstorm. Oh, if this is a ref, Fate's going to be just so far behind. I mean, yeah, he did a lot of damage and he harassed, but he just invested so heavily into that rush. Like, again, I would have liked to see him capture the spikes and then not even sack the rest of his descendants, just use them to defend the spikes. He's actually still had a few left. Because again, if he was rocking 4 spike, he will be cranking 4 spike. What is that? Like, that's 2,400 cred a minute. You know, you hold those for like 4 minutes and it's 10 grand. It's just insane, yeah. And just remember, Cyber's getting nothing from spike tech. But nonetheless, it's how it's going to play. He has done a good job. He's worked his way up to 5 harvesters, but Cyber's got 2 on the expansion, so he's up to 7. Oh my god. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 8 harvesters, actually. He could even transition another harvester. He's just going to camp with the gunwalkers until he can stabilize, because he knows he can't really go out. Yeah, gets a few more of those guys there. If I want to get into the online matches, how would I do so? I will update the description in the stream to get to the Discord and to get to the scores and stuff like that. You need to be in the Discord. But yeah, see what I can do about that. I didn't put a lot in the description because I just wanted to get the stream going real quick, and I spent a lot of time working on other stuff. Tier 3 comes down. Only 1 ref on the expansion. I guess Cyber feels that he can do that, which I guess he can. He is ahead. It is going to buy Fate some more time. Fate's not going to have to worry about getting attacked anytime soon, but he is still going to Disintegrators. I'm not sure how that's going to hold up against something like a Mecha Spam. It is going to be Mecha Spam. Well, not Spam, but, you know, Mechas at least. Second Warp Sphere comes down now. Gets the Scout off. Still sees Disintegrators. Going to try to chase that Gunwalker down. It can shoot and reverse move just. Might just be able to get away there. Might not be worth chasing that. FateZero should really be securing the blue tip fields as well while he has map control. He hasn't been able to do that by the looks of things. Yeah, no blue tip has been taken at all. I don't believe so anyway. Tier 1.5, Tier 2 is out. More Disintegrators. I'm not sure how I'm not sure how long he can push the Disintegrator tech for, because it is a Traveler Mirror. The Mechapedes will absolutely obliterate them. He hasn't actually started building the mechas. He's just trying to get the heads out. You can build them later on. It is a strategy you can do. You know, you can save money just by building the heads and then work on the bodies later. But at some point, you have to work on the bodies. Yeah, I was going to say. He stops them now. Does he not realize these guys are here? Oh my god, if he catches these guys off, he's going to have to use a phase field, I think. There is one Mechapede here. It's going to be enough to defend. He's going to try to get the Mechapede. He could have got the Harvester. He's not. He gets the Mechapede, but he doesn't get the Harvester. So I don't know which was going to be better, to be honest. Gunwalkers over there, more Gunwalkers to protect. I mean, he doesn't even need the Gunwalkers. He's only up against Disintegrators. Cultists are coming, and this is probably what's going to... It's probably, you know, baiting the Cultists out for FateZero because he needs them to defeat the Mechas, but he's just going to send the... He needs to really, yeah, capture the Gunwalkers to clear them out the way. He's going to grab one Mechapede. He's going to grab a second Mechapede. He's gone too far. Oh my god, he's not able to control this. He's having trouble controlling it. His barracks are being milked now as well. He's only got one of these Mechapedes. Going to put down the spike. Not able to capture anything here. One mecha, not going to be enough. Really awkward here. It's really difficult. Like, it's very high micro. And these guys here, again, it is Challenger League. So the micro is there, but it's generally not that good, especially if they're already in his production line. He can't handle it right now. Yeah, he's going to need a phase field, but I don't think he has tier 3. What's happening back here? Oh, the Gunwalkers are just chasing down more cultists. He does have a tier 3. Is he going to try to phase? I think it's way too late. I think Cyber's got him. Cyber's got him. He's overrun the production. He's killing the economy. There's way too many mechapedes here now. FateZero can't do anything. And that's a nice win for Cyber. Just plays it calm, in control, and comes around and kills FateZero. FateZero shouldn't have kept pushing the disintegrator tech for so long. He should have just switched cultists earlier. Would have had way more cultists, could have taken out the first wave easily. But not to be. Cyber gets one back. What are we up to? 32 players? 32 viewers? Let's update that scoreboard. Extremizer. Why is he not in the... why hasn't he signed up? Ah, itchy nose. Will Drive play in the next season? That's someone who's been absent from the seasons. Drive. I better say hello to him. Surely he's subscribed. It would be nice to see Drive play. I haven't heard from Drive, like he's not active. Oh, this guy here, obviously yes. Are we gonna have another Trab Mirror on Badlands Hills? Broadcast. Back in the day when the game first launched, you could broadcast your game to the EA website and people could watch it. Yeah. Doesn't do anything anymore. Yeah. Tape delay, you could put a delay on it. I actually did use it when the game first came out. I used to use all kinds of things. You could actually get the replay viewer without buying the game. So yeah, they actually had it. You could just download it. And it's like, oh, you can watch all the Kane's Wrath replay. You don't have to buy the game. It was just a replay viewer only though. I veto Trav. He's just going to play Screen Vanilla. Look at that, did it so quickly it didn't have to reconnect. So Cyber gets one back. He's not going to let FateZero have a clean victory, although we don't even know if FateZero is going to win the series, because it is... Like, he did play really good the first two games. That game he also played interesting, but again, he really overcommitted on the rush, and it just didn't work out. It would have been annoying to face that rush, though. So let's have a look. Badland Hills is going to be game number 4, starting on the left-hand side, playing as the Scrin Vanilla. It is going to be Cyberstorm. Whew. Starting on the east side, playing as the Traveler 59. It's FateZero. He still leads the series, still looking comfortable. Triple spike map. I think it's one of the few or the only ones in the pool. And it's a map that when it first came out, people weren't sure if it was going to be balanced, but it turns out it's reasonably well balanced. And it's one of those maps where it just scratches that itch of a hybrid open-closed map. And it usually pulls some pretty entertaining games as well. So yeah, very popular amongst players. This one's really taken off. I don't know who, I'm not sure who built it. I should go check in the world builder. I don't want to guess any names just in case I get them wrong, but good job to whoever did that, and I'll check it in the world builder for future streams and credit them. Fast legs again? Okay, oh look at that. There is a buzzer there, but he's going to stop it. Did he lose? No, he didn't lose anything. Okay, so he's going to get all of his spikes. Cyber will get all of his spikes as well. So nothing, no shenanigans. He's still building disintegrators. Oh my god, he's just put so many. I mean, he's got 3 spikes. I would like him to just go take an enemy spike on this one if you're going to go fast legs. He forces out the Gunwalker, but the Gunwalker just can't go too far from base. He builds a second one, so maybe he can go too far from base now. But still, I guess he's worried about getting his spikes captured. 2 buzzers there. It's just going to be the buzzer swarms down the bottom, so he's going to get his ref down a lot faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I believe there. They're all overlapping, so sometimes it can be hard to count that. Why are we picking Scrin versus Trav? Yeah, that was a bit unusual. I thought, oh, Scrin versus Trav, like, I suppose. Generally, Traveler is pretty good versus the other Scrins. Look at this. He's going to be attacking this spike. There's 2 buzzer swarms there. He's going to immediately snipe both of them. He's going to go for these gunwalks. I think Cyber's made a bit of a mistake here. He's going to lose one gunwalker, and he's just going to get the other one. Oh my god, that's really early to lose all that stuff as well. Like, you used your starting funds to build that. Those 2 buzzers need to probably get out of there. He's going to lose those 2 buzzers there. Nice scouting buzzers. Unfortunately, they're going to be dead. And look at that. He's going to put hives down, right? So he doesn't lose his harvesters. But he's going to lose his spikes. He's going to lose these 2 for sure. Maybe he can try to defend this one out here. It's really difficult to defend that one because units on the low ground can actually attack it later on in the game. That's an interesting way to go. I would have gone up there. I guess he's gone around. It doesn't matter anyway. I mean, Cyber knows he can't save it. My nose is so itchy. He's going to lose a second spike. So let's have a look here at the economy situation. 4 harvesters. Ref on the way. 1, 2, 3. Still 4 heart. Yeah, this is actually working out better for FateZero this time. Didn't overcommit. And he's going to get these spikes. And Cyber lost 2 gunwalkers, like, straight up. I mean, he's got a foundry here. I don't know about going in. This could be the mistake that he's looking to make. He's going to get 1. Oh, he needs to get that. He gets it. Needs to get out of the buzzers there. Just outside the range. He needs to pull back. There's another gunwalker there. There's 3 gunwalkers there. Get out of there, FateZero. He's going to get out of there. He's going to evac. He needs to work his way around to get that other spike. Yeah, he's going to be okay for now. Ref is down. Another... Oh, he's going to turn around. He's just going to suicide. Okay, he's going to suicide to get the remainder of these gunwalkers. He's going to get 1. Can he get a second one? Best he can hope for. He gets the second one. I don't think he's got enough left in the tank to get this 3rd one. He's going to fall just short. Almost gets it. But yeah, that's the end of it. But Cyber did lose quite a number of gunwalkers. He lost 2 spike. In the long run, it's bad for him. He's got a tier 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 harvesters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 5, 6, 7, 8 harvesters. He doesn't have a tier 2 though, but he holds all 3 of his spikes, so he's got 2 spike lead. That's nice. It's going to work for him quite well. We'll have to see if Cyber's going to go straight for a Texan. I don't think so. This building built way too fast. Yeah, it's just going to be another ref, although that would have taken a while to build. Make it make sense. Yeah, I'm not sure what Cyber's plan is. Like, is it just going to be, like, I guess tripods in the late game? But, I mean, you're just going to force out cultists and shocks, and it's... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the plan is, devs. Multi-drone, maybe? Not 100% sure. Tier 3 is down, so double ref on the expansion into Tier 3. No second ref for FateZero. He is trying to go for his... He's still pumping out, I don't know, he's still going for Disintegrator tech. It's the same mistake he made before. He has his Tier 3 this time, but his economy is still slightly behind. Oh my god, there's a blue tip harvester here. Are you serious? He's going to lose that blue tip. Cyberstorm setting it out there with no escort. That 100% deserved to lose that. He's going to scatter, and then that's a nice strategy, actually, pushing the scatter button and then attacking it, because it spreads all the disintegrators out, and the hive can't do as much. Idle harvester, I think he just pulled that one back. He's going to lose his disintegrators. They kind of did their job, though, getting that blue tip harvester. Did FateZero get blue tip? I'm not sure. I don't see any blue tip here. What's this corruptor doing? A 3rd ref? Yeah, I think Cyber's plan is just to camp and eco like a madman and just build a late tier 3 army that the travel player, where you can just like blow through the travel player really quickly, and the travel player can't use their mind control effectively. It's going to take a long time to get that extractor. He's definitely going to lose that that corruptor. Another corruptor coming in. I'm not sure why we're just donating these corruptors. He does have some mechapedes here, and they are going to get these gunwalkers. FateZero is going to clean up. He's got a mixture of shards and discs, so this is going to take a little bit longer because the discs, of course, aren't particularly good versus vehicles, but nonetheless, he is going to get them all. Cultists are out. Disintegrators on the top side. Mechas are there. I think they smell them. But yeah, what is Cyber's long-term game plan here? I'm still not sure. It's not materializing just yet. He kept the foundry. Triple ref now for FateZero, but only 5 harvesters, so not taking advantage of the triple ref situation. He's actually long-range mining from this field, so he might want to transition some of his harvesters to a more appropriate field, but nonetheless, it is eco. 0 losses tonight and won a 4v4. I don't know, not sure what Night Truck is talking about. Maybe a different game. This is Kane's Wrath. But yeah, he's actually long-range mined off like 10% of this field already. And he's keeping these disintegrator squads out here, maybe for a run-by when there's an attack happening. Which is nice, I do like that. There's a lot of mechapedes here. He's going to take that mecha straight away, and he's going to run the cultists away. And look at this, he's going to throw his mechas in. He's going to secure more mechapedes. He's going to run back. That's really awkward for Cyber. I think he was hoping to force move his units in. Loses 2, unfortunately, doesn't get any stasis. He didn't get much for that stasis. He's going to get this harvester. But again, he's going to be fighting his own mechas here. He's going to make his way down, but realistically, FateZero, if he just brings his harvesters, he can phase them. He's going to need to do a phase. I'm not sure why he's not... He's going to temporal. Oh, they're going to get through the temporal before the cultists get here. Prodigy is there. Oh, area mind controls only gets 1. That's so lucky from Cyberstorm. Can't believe he only got 1. His own disintegrators ran into the temple. He's going to grab some more with the cultists, which is nice. I don't think any harvesters have gone down just yet. Those cultists, oh my god, they're in trouble. He's actually taking quite a number of these mechapedes now. And yeah, he's pulling all the cultists back. And I'm not sure how this is going to work out. What's happening? What is happening here? Like, how are you supposed to control this? FazeZero comes down on his own mechas. Did he get any a lot of harvesters? I see just 2 harvesters, 3 harvesters there. He must have killed a few. I'm not sure who came out ahead there, though. It's really difficult to see. Anyway, let's concentrate on this game. He's still fighting phased mechapedes. It's not particularly good. These mecha v mecha fights are just really weird. They're really awkward to commentate. You never know who's winning. It's hard to control. More cultists are back here, though. So now that the phase field is worn off, FateZero can probably push again. No one going back to the blue tip. Cyber's still just happy to sit here. What's his late game? Is it just mechas to the end of time? I'm not sure if he's going to be able to beat the Traveler like that. Because if he's got mechas to the end of time and he's mixed cultists in, he's just going to take enemy mechas. And if it comes down to a numbers game, the Travel player will win. The Travel player is also harvested significantly less of his resources, so he can actually sit on the second base for much longer. He's probably been a bit more cost effective. Another harvester coming out, though. That's going to be a dead harvester. FateZero, not quite sure. He's getting base locked a bit. He's got a lot of mech. He's got a lot of cultists, but yeah, it's going to come down. He's just sending them in one at a time. I'm not sure. He needs his mechas here to... Yeah, look at this. The thing is, without his own mechas, he needs to send his mechas in and have the cultists come up behind his own mechas to take the enemy mechas, and that would be much more effective. You do need a lot of control to get those captures, though. He can't just be sending the cultists in one at a time. It's too slow. He needs to send them all in and just go bang, 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 and capture a bunch of them and then get out of there. You can waypoint the capture, so you can just hold down the waypoint and just click, you know, bang, 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 and then they'll just go and move from one to the next. Grabs 2 mechapedes. That's a nice start. Prodigy is here. Dangerous times. The Hex is coming out now. The mechapede's not particularly good versus the Hexapod. I think Cyber just pumped his own Hexapod out. Yeah, he gets his own Hex out. Nothing garrisoned. Trying to get the blue tib. Hasn't made a move on a third base just yet. You gotta remember, FateZero still holds all 3 of his spikes. Cyber only holds 1. He's gonna come around. He's gonna grab some more. Does get the cultist squad. That's nice. Loses another mechapede. So the captures aren't as good as they could be, but they're enough to keep Cyber at bay. It's actually got... is that mechapede being controlled by 2 cultists? That's what it looks like. I'm not sure he's managed to do that. That's Master Leaf quality right there. Unfortunately, these... Oh my god, these mechapedes go around, and it results in them getting destroyed. I mean, some of them weren't his to begin with. He doesn't have anything garrisoned in the Hexapod, though. Whereas Cyber has a double disintegrator with still 1 spare slot. Both sides having trouble controlling by the looks of things. He's going to bring his own mechas back. And this is the thing, he's just going to teleport the Hexapod away. That's why he's sending in nuts. He's going to get the mecha heads as well, which is really bad. Enemy mecha's going to attack on the top there. Teleports his own Hexapod back. Still not going to move his own Hexapod. It's going to come into the top side space. FateZero, the walls are closing in, right? The walls are closing in. He's still got some units here. I think he's going to have to take Gunwalkers, though. He takes another Mechapede. Is he going to get away with it? Yeah, sending in the Colts in one at a time is not working out for him. Grabs a enemy Gunwalker, but again, the Hexapod is still here, killing more mechas as they come out. Ah, the Hexapod. It's a Hexapod going to get... Oh, my God. He just crushed his Prodigy. Oh, the Cultists. Oh, FateZero. FateZero is falling apart, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's lost the plot here. He's going to lose the plot. He's going to lose the Scrin forces here. Cyber, I think, doesn't even have a third base. But it doesn't matter. He's in the production. Most of the Cultists are dead. He's got a Hexapod. There's nothing garrisoned in it, though. Yeah, that's it. That's the end of the game. So FateZero, unfortunately, not going to make it happen in that game. Cyberstorm will take a victory over Traveler as the Scrin player. Let's have a look at the economy. Pretty even. Pretty even. Kill-death ratio, slightly in favor of Cyberstorm there. Not much to say about that, but at the end of the day, Cyberstorm is able to control a bit better and just being very aggressive. Fate not able to capitalize on his mind control. That cost him that game for sure. So Cyber's leveled the series, and now Fate's in trouble. Fate's in trouble. He has to win this series to stay in touch, though. He's got to win it. He can't drop it. Alright. Room is full. Come on, guys. Is that Z plus Tipsy? I can't remember. Portugal? I just don't think... yeah, these Traveler Mirrors haven't worked out for FateZero. He's going to switch Nod. He's got the choice of the map again. Yeah, all Cyber was doing was just throwing tons of Mechapedes in, and he wasn't even doing that good of a job of it because he kept having to pull back. But the thing was, FateZero, when he went forward with his Cultists, it was one squad at a time. You can't do that. You got to bring all of them and quickly go bang, 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 grab a couple and run away, and have your own Mechapedes in there to buffer. He wasn't doing that, and so Cyber was able to just gradually wear him down, and he just won the game. Yeah, FateZero crumbled. You're exactly right, Virtual Spartan. He did crumble. It's going to be Nod Traveler. Looks like we might be at Nod Traveler. Apparently they can play Odyssey and Red Zone Odyssey in the one series. Yeah, I don't like the fact when you have duplicate maps that are basically skinned differently and then you can just play them multiple times. Yeah. So FateZero's got a... he gets taken out by Mind Games apparently. He had two great first games. His first two games were really good, but his last two games definitely have not been that crash hot. We're gonna have a mock mirror. Ah, stop it, Cyberstorm. I just changed your... Alright, now I'm ready. Just waiting on FateZero. What's the score now? So, what do you mean, what's the score? I got a scoreboard. You guys can see that, right? Henry Jarmek 2644. You can't play Odyssey this season, yeah. I'm fine with that, yeah. What's the score? This guy here taking the piss. How much does a Predator tank cost? Alright, looks like we're ready to go now. We've almost hit our 50 viewers. I'll be happy with that. Don't forget to subscribe because again, I'm starting to really trying to crank the channel again. I know I had 2 weeks off, but I was on holidays. But now I'm going to start live casting. I'm going to start bringing more VODs when I can, and even casting replays live if I have to get the content up. Because there's so much to cast. There's so much awesome stuff happening right now. Season 3 just around the corner. Season 2 finals just around the corner. Let's get rid of that. There we go, so we can see a bit further. Starting on the south side, playing as the Marked of Kane. It's going to be FateZero. He needs to bring it back. He's level Cyberstorm, this man in the north side, has leveled the series now. He's making a comeback. It doesn't matter as much for Cyberstorm, who's playing as Vanilla Nod. He'll finish third, guaranteed. He can finish second if he wins this series. But he's going to finals, so he's not under a lot of pressure at all. Whereas FateZero, this man, like I said before, if you're just joining us, he must win this series. And then he really needs the WildCom Light series to go his way, which is a big ask because WildCom is the hot favourite to win that series. And that will be devastating for FateZero, so... Yeah, exactly. You see the score. What do you mean? This guy here, this asking silly questions. It's the score. Anyway, let's concentrate on this game. Not Vanilla versus Mock. So he does hold the laser advantage. We saw that in game 2, but it didn't pan out because FateZero's economy was just wildly out of control. And he was able to field a numerically superior army. Had enough additional numbers to overcome the laser difference there, which was, it's a risky thing to do, right? Because if in the long run, those lasers, man, are going to be a lot better. But thankfully, yeah, he was able to take out Cyberstorm's construction yard. And that slowed his expansion by several minutes, and that's what he needed to do. Cyberstorm going to be building some bikes here. He built a Raider buggy as well. That's unusual. Usually when you see the Raider buggy scouting through like this by itself, there's usually no bikes, right? Because like, oh, why would you build that if you're doing a bike rush? You're just depleting your own bike rush, which you are. But at the same time, the enemy won't suspect it, and so you hit later, but then you might actually get a harvester. EMP comes down. A lot of EMP units here. He's got 3 squad. He actually built 2 squad. Another EMP has to use it on the shredder turret though. He's keeping him alive. He is going to get struck though. Oh, the MCV is on the tib field. He doesn't have enough here to deal with it. Is this a tank? Oh, whatever it was, he might have cancelled it, or maybe he put it on hold. No, I missed it. He just cancelled it. Oh my god, it was probably a harvester. You should have paused it at least. He's under attack. He gets the enemy bike as it comes out, tries to pull the harvesters. He's splitting his fire though amongst all these units here. He's going to try to get that harvester. He takes out the bike now. He might have to sell that shredder turret off. I think he's going to lose this harvester. It's going to be close. So Cyberstorm though is still splitting his fire. Oh, I don't know about this. There's a lot of fire splitting going on. He really badly needs to get... He's not going to get a harvester. Oh my god, this is huge. Is he going to get it? He's going to get it. Surely he gets it. But oh my god, he made that difficult for himself, didn't he? I don't think that's going to be enough. He could have got 2 harvesters, but he split his fire between so many harvesters there, and FateZero's control wasn't perfect, but it was good enough. Look at this. Double Wolf actually comes down. He sees it. He still has these 2 squads here. Sorry, he's got 3 squads here, and he's just EMPing. He tried to crush the squad, and he's left the harvester idle. Surely he can see that. He must be watching this. It's so obvious sitting outside the tip field there. He gets the War Factory. He gets... Yeah, there we go. Okay, he gets it back to work now. No EMP blast. I think you'd already used them all. I did stream live, by the way, if you watch it back. YouTube and Twitch. Extremizer joins the party. Yeah, for some reason, this map is slightly glitchy. Like, we haven't had any lag or anything with series, but I just noticed there's a few frames dropping here and there on this particular map. Not sure if it's got something to do with the map or whatnot, but everything is fine. Perfectly playable. I don't like people who excessively complain about lag when there is really no lag. The game is running perfectly fine. Cyberstorm's going to come in with a few bikes and buggy. He's going to come against this wall of EMP. He's actually building those squads again, so I'm not sure who came out ahead in that. I think Cyber might be slightly behind. Oh my god, okay, you just used all your EMP at once. Well, hopefully it'll be charged up by the time the next fight happens. But yeah, that was a bit of a misclick there. What do we got? 5 harvesters. Ref on its way. This should be a ref. Yeah, it is a ref. FateZero, only halfway done on a ref. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is actually slightly behind. He's slightly behind. Cyber has somewhat of a large, probably not a larger army. It's probably pretty even. Maybe Fate has a few more extra units. But tanks coming out now as well. Having these Scorpion tanks mixed in just allows you to tank additional shots here. No pun intended. They can help out in the Bite Buggy fight because the Scorpion tanks can somewhat hold their ground a bit more than Bite Buggy. Bite Buggy's got to shoot and scoot, whereas Scorpion tanks can sort of stand and fight a little bit. Not as good as, say, a Predator tank. They can really stand and fight. But he's just going to drive these units around. Does have a ref down now. Still continuing to produce units, not producing additional harvesters. Cyber's got 3 on the expansion. He did transition 1 though, so he's only got 4 on the main. He's going to find some infantry squads here. He's going to start EMPing, but I mean, there's just nothing to capitalize, right? And Cyber's killing all these EMP units. He's killing all the EMP units, and he's going to lose some units now. Oh my god, he just EMP'd his own units. Good job. Luckily, there's nothing here to capitalize on that. So he will pull back. Some of the Bite Buggy getting shaved off from Cyber. Not going to be too impressed about that, but he's mainly going Scorp tanks. He's going to work his way up to lasers, I think, no doubt. Maybe switch avatars if he needs to. A lot of blue tip in the center here. No one making a move for that just yet. Scorp tanks coming out from FateZero. Again, the long-term Scorp tank fight, unless he has a significant number advantage, is going to be tricky to pull off. Just because of the lasers. Is FateZero going to take a swing at these spikes? Not sure he has time. Cyber is meandering over here. A lot of maneuvering around here, and I like that when players are constantly repositioning, trying to block the enemy, trying to outposition each other. Not necessarily engaging, but yeah, look at that. He's going to find the Bite Buggy. He's going to be able to shoot out a little bit. I don't think he's going to lose any tanks, and he's having a really hard time getting away from that as well. Just getting pushed up against the side of that cliff there. Some of his units not quite going where he wanted them to go. Battle marker over there. It's just a militant squad, nothing serious. Breaks off a few Bite Buggy over here. Quite a number of tanks. Actually pulling back the damaged tanks there. That's nice. He's going to find enemy tanks here in a line formation. He's to pull these guys across. Cyber doesn't want any of that. He knows that even if it's even numbers, it's not good to fight this far from his base at this time. The reinforcements and the option to retreat is there for FateZero. No Dozer Blades on the way. Has he forgotten about that? Maybe he's not planning on continuing with the Scorp tanks. Maybe he's forgotten about it. He's actually going to go back in. Oh my god, Cyberstorm looking pretty good. He's got a nice numbers advantage here, and he's got Dozer Blades. FateZero does not have Dozer Blades. He could just win the game right here. Oh my god, 2 tanks spot simultaneously. Not selling the Shadow Turret for the EMP. Yeah, come on, you need EMP if you want to win this fight. If you want to not die right now, he needs some EMP. The EMP train is starting. Actually gets a Harvester. All he had to do was move the Harvester, and it would have re-stealth. Oh, sorry, there's actually bikes there. I didn't see those. He's going to get a second Harvester. He's going to get a third Harvester. FateZero not able to put any EMP down. Losing all those EMP units earlier on was just a really not a good thing for him to do. And he's going to push it back, but I mean, really, Cyber's going to watch out. This is working against him, this terrain here. But again, he's got a lot of numbers. FateZero still does not have dozers. It's still such a long way off. I mean, considering the fight is still here. Cyber's going to win right here, right now. He's feeling pretty good. He's going to win 3 games in a row. And look at that. FateZero just calls it. He knows his goose is cooked. It's in the oven. It's just about done. The time is about to go off. And Cyber roaring back into the series now. 3 games in a row. I mean, I don't know why FateZero maybe shifted off the GDI factions. I thought he was doing pretty good with Steel Talons there, but that was not good. Again, just throwing away so many EMP units earlier in the game just cost him. If he had those units there, could have laid down walls of EMP. And maybe doesn't have the micro for it. More of a pro league thing, but still, Cyber just capitalized, right? He just capitalized on that. He got an extra 10 grand as well, probably because of the loss of harvesters at the end of the game. We still haven't hit 50? Come on. Alright. Yeah, if you're an American fan here, Cyber is roaring back into the series. And of course, you will see Cyber in the finals. He's already made it, regardless of the outcome here. And FateZero, Of course, I'm in charge of a lot of the refereeing and the scores and stats and things like that. So I'm able to give people a lot of tidbits here and there about their positions and things like that. Obviously, you can see them all. And again, I'll put a link in the description once we finish the stream, update it all, so you guys know where to go. Yeah, his mind games, it's in his mind right now. He's playing mind games with him. Is Cyber going to stick with Blackhand? I'll just wait for him to X, because he might change faction. I don't think he's going to change faction. Mock versus Blackhand. Yeah, he's going to stick Mock versus Blackhand on Tiberium Rift. Ladies and gentlemen, this is game number 6 in the best of 7 series, and Cyber has reached match point. If he wins this game here, he takes the series. It's up to FateZero. If FateZero wants any chance of going to finals, he must claw back these last 2 games. And starting on the bottom southeast corner, playing as the Marked of Kane, it is going to be FateZero. This could be the last time you see him in Season 2. This could be it for Fate. And starting in the northwest side, playing as the Blackhand this time. First time out in Blackhand for Cyberstorm. He's going to be up here. He was a big fan of Blackhand in the extended series last year, and it didn't go down too well for him at all. He had a real tough time. I mean, the thing is, he was in a real stake pit in the extended series, because I invited, of course, the best of the best, and he just had a real tough time there. But he was a very good sport. He didn't manage to win a series. He did win games, but I mean, he only had 4 matches to play. But yeah, what a series, what a tournament that was. And then, of course, the Chrono Clash happened. Massive tournament. WEC is on. There's another huge event coming later on as well, I believe, a single tournament. So everything is happening for Kane's Wrath in 2026. If you want to join, you make sure you have a copy of the game, you buy the game, and you get onto the Discord. Again, I'll put links in the description as soon as I can. Loses that full squad there because he has all these extra Cabal squads here. FateZero is not going to be impressed about that. It's not a good start already. Is he going to go for a Raider Buggy? That's building really quickly, so I'm assuming that's going to be a Raider Buggy. Yeah, it is. He's going to go Harvesters now. We can see he's going Harvesters. I think we're going Bikes here for Cyberstorm. Oh, what's this building here? This could be a second War Factory. This is a 2 War Factory all in. Is he actually... No, it's an Operations Center. Okay, okay. He's going to go for an Operations Center, and he's going for rockets? Flame Rocket? Reckoner? This is going to be an unusual one. The Raider Buggy is going to see the bikes, and I think he's going to see... He sees the barracks, and I think he's... Oh, did he go forward enough to see the Operations Center? Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is FateZero, yeah. So FateZero does see it. He knows it's coming. He knows what's there. The Raider Buggy has done its job. It has done its job. He's building bikes, but the thing about bikes is you have to go out and intercept the Reckoner. Once the Reckoner gets to your base, it's too late, right? He's building Raider Buggies. He's got a bike, 1 bike and 1 Raider. But what's going on? Surely, maybe he didn't see it. It crossed his vision. You have this sometimes where something will cross someone's vision, but there's no guarantee they actually saw it, right? That Reckoner is getting... Oh my god, the Reckoner's here. The Reckoner is here. He's going to deploy with max health. Oh my god, he's going to deploy with max health. He takes a little bit of hull damage. It's not enough, though. There's a flame unit. There's a rocket squad in there as well, and that's just going to help against the bikes. Oh, he needs to actually start targeting. I guess maybe he wants to target the bikes. No, I'd start burning things down. Yeah, I was going to say he needs to start burning it down. I'm not sure about the rocket squad. He probably would have still been better to go for a second flame unit. I guess he wanted it to help versus the enemy bikes, but first he needs to get a refinery. Cyberstorm might have done it. He is all in. He's all in off 1 War Factory. The MCV is gone on the map. FateZero still holds his MCV. He's got a second War Factory here. He starts targeting the buggy. There's actually nothing left here. He's got a veterancy on the rocket squad. Oh my god, I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's broken him. I think he's going to get that Harvester, surely. Stop meandering around here and get the Harvester already. He's going to get it. FateZero has been mentally defeated there, and Cyberstorm will secure the series. 4 games in a row for Cyberstorm. He storms back into that series, and he will take game number 6, the shortest game, I think, by far. Yeah, he will secure a very, very nice 4-2 victory for Cyberstorm. And that means Cyberstorm, I can probably just do the maths for you right now. Let's just go ahead and update the scoreboard there. just so you guys can see. The match is concluded. I don't think I have any plans to continue streaming. I don't think anyone else is ready to play right now. Let me see if there's anyone messaging me on the Discord flow. Yeah, I got to decide what to do with Nash. Let me see if anyone else is prepared. Doesn't look like anyone else has messaged. There's so few matches left, right? Didn't quite hit the 50. We got like 43, I think, was the highest we got there. Hour and 18-minute series, including breaks. So yeah, it was a thorough series. But there you go. Cyberstorm will secure it. And let's have a look and actually have a quick check where that puts Cyberstorm. I'll just do some quick math in my head. So FateZero, with the 4-2, it's 1 point. I mean, where's he going to go? He'll move from 8th to 7th. But that's it. He'll go to 7th position. No, sorry, he'll go to 6. He'll go to 6th position. No, where will he go? He'll be on 27 points. Yeah, he'll go to 6th position, but he's not going to stay there. Railcom's going to go back ahead of him. So FateZero's goose is cooked. It's now going to be Cyberstorm. He'll get 3 points, so he'll go to 35 points. That does put Cyberstorm ahead of Space. So Cyberstorm, congratulations, 2nd position in the Challenger League Group B. And he'll be going to the finals. He'll be going to the finals. Now, Space will drop to 3rd. Space is going to the finals. Nothing can dislodge Space from 3rd position. And Wildcom, it all comes down to this man here. Wildcom must defeat Light. Yeah, he's got to defeat Light. That's all he has to do is win. If he loses to Light, will he still make it? No, he won't. He's got to beat him. It'll come down to percentage, actually. Yeah, if Railcom loses 3-4, it'll come down to percentage. I can't work that out without a calculator because there's way too many stats. But essentially, Railcom has to win, and Railcom is the hot favorite. Light is down in 11th position. He's had 1 match victory, 13 wins, 37 losses. Versus Railcom's 6 match wins, 4 match losses, 29 wins, 24 losses. I was going to make a graphic for the ladder, but these guys played sooner than I thought, so I didn't actually get to make that. So I'll have more graphics for ladders. In the meantime, I'll put the link in the description for the official one. But Season 2 is just about done. I think that's going to be it for this stream. It's just going to be a single match series. There's only like 3 matches across all leagues left, and none of those guys are online right now. But stay tuned to my channel, because if possible, I will try to live stream stuff. Otherwise, I'll bring you VODs whenever I can. But yeah, it's a big time for Kane's Wrath. Expect more content coming from me. That's pretty much going to be it. So FateZero, he's been taken out. Cyberstorm wins that one there. Let's have a look. Just fix that up. So that's it. Cyberstorm defeats FateZero 4-2. There's not really much else for me to do in this stream. Again, stay tuned to my channel. I'll do the best I can to bring you some more content. But for the time being, this is GZ.